Hey guys, it's Ace Chapman. When trying to raise capital, there's a four-letter word that a lot of investors and entrepreneurs talk about, but a lot of entrepreneurs try to avoid bringing it up in conversation. And that four-letter word is risk. It's the word that everybody is absolutely afraid of. And investors are, at the end of the day, always trying to gain ownership stakes in high potential deals. And of course those deals come with risk, but they're always leery of the risk taking necessary to make money off of those deals. The best investors and entrepreneurs that I know take a more dispassionate and detached approach from looking at deals and trying to determine the risk. They don't get caught up in the drama that the word and concept of risk has unfortunately garnered in our it bleeds, it leads news media and in our litigious culture. Rather, they view risk for what it actually is. It's simply a measurement of the likelihood of a set of future outcomes, and as something you get paid to take. Personally, I love taking risks as long as I'm paid appropriately and compensated for that risk. In the context of investing and buying a business, there are two main drivers. The first driver is the market and market risk. Once the deal is done, is there a market for what the business does? You can structure the best deal possible. If you buy it and the market is there, it doesn't matter. The second risk is the risk of the actual enterprise. Can you run the enterprise? Do you have the talent and to be able to grow the business? And getting a bad grade on either of those things really can increase the risk profile to take a really good deal and turn it into a bad one. Companies that raise capital simply have better answers when queried regarding those two things. Their plans are better thought out. They understand the market. They understand their customers more deeply. And their people have better resumes and track records to show that they have the talent to run that business or enterprise. But the truth is, all of that makes sense, but it goes a little deeper. Deals are judged and looked at as higher risk or lower risk with prejudice, even when there's an expected return that more than compensates for the higher risk. So as a result, higher risk deals are normally underpriced, while lower risk deals are usually the ones that are overpriced, and a lot of people rush to them. And that's good knowledge for investors, but what about the business buyer? Well, it should always be thought about it and remembered that the real dialogue going through the mind of an investor when you're looking to raise money and when considering a deal together, it's not really about technology, it's not really about market, it's not even about management. Even when the investor you're trying to raise money for wants to spend a lot of time talking about that. No, it's almost always about risk, both the reality and the perception. Address the issue of risk and how they're going to get compensated for taking that risk head on. Do it thoughtfully, do it candidly, and do it confidently. And then risk will be put back where it belongs as a factor to consider in a deal, and not something that automatically stops a deal from getting closed. And that's the case whether you're dealing with an investor, whether you're dealing with a seller that you're negotiating with and trying to get owner financing, or in actually running the business and negotiating things on a daily basis. Hope you got a lot out of the video. Check out acechapman.com.